Hello, Lynn. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, I must step back from it. Oh, I made a mess in here earlier. I tore this whole room apart with shirts. um, yeah, this is my second go around and take a look in the shop. And if you've got a genre, I was doing $3 like basic bundles. If you're into oh my god. No, I was like, "That is so random," because I've had that wolf no, I sold it finally. I was so happy. The guy that bought the Wolf the g sorry, the guy that bought the Wolf Alice shirt, he just messaged me saying that, yeah, I had it for a while, but I was like, "This is a good band." So that's how most of my T-shirts are. I'm like I hold on to I'm like, "This is a great band," and they just kinda sit around for a while until someone finds out that they're a great band. But I have some, I put some new, like, music memorabilia, and I got some new inventory, if you're looking for, I don't know, randomness. But I could go the route we could go the route of bundles of $3 shirts of kinda like your basics, or we can do some mid-range, which are like 5 to 10, which would be like, oh, the Taking Back Sunday shirt, um, kinda that Wolf Alice range that I think. I have some couple of good CDs in there. And if you make a purchase, I will be stocking. That's how I do my giveaways is I make a purchase and give some gifts. Put some little things in there. Next week, on Monday, my show on Monday, I'm gonna have lots of I had bought over five like from people, like 500, and some up were mine, different flyers from punk and indie and some thrash and just of all of these flyers. So next week, I will have printed out, I think I'm going to print probably like 40 to 50 flyers, and I'll try to get some of those listed as like buy it now. I'll have to figure out best way to ship them. I'll probably like those mailers from what comic books, maybe? Yeah, probably like the thin ones. So, but maybe I'll do flyers and like bundles or something. I don't know how I'm gonna do the flyers, but just bookmark next Monday for flyers. And hi. Um, I'm just talking about kind of next week. This is my slot. I'm kind of on band tees and music memorabilia on Monday from 7:45 till about a little well now. So this is my second half, and take a look in the shop, and I hope I got everything from the show before. But if you were on the show, if you're looking for like pop music, I've got $3 shirts, and I could do bundles on those if for $5. So like two for five. And that would be I'm trying to think what they are. Like the Beatles and Purple Rain and those kind of shirts, but they're thin. Then I've got if you're looking for something for collectors, I've got the Pixies and some of the hardcore stuff I bought new. Um, yeah. So I'm probably in a couple minutes, I'll start running some items and you just let me know what direction to go. Um, Just because, you know, the genres kind of they intermingle, but they also stand on their own. I do have a new Stone Temple Pilot shirt that's like 2000, like Y2K. And um just kind of what you're looking for. I sold the one that one guy was looking for, that Wolf Alice shirt. I finally sold it. Yippee, yippee, yippee. I'm just sitting here. I should put music on, is what I should do. I want to put music on, but I just don't want it to sound like crap, you know? Because it always has like tinny sound in the back, you know? So I want to get it like, I don't know, where it sounds good. I found one place that sounds good, and they were like, they told me like how to do it. So let's start with some bundles. I'm going to do a big bundle. Anyone's in here can get a bunch of shirts. Should I do the mediums? Yeah, I'll do the mediums. I was going to try to get rid of some of these mediums. So, medium Taking Back Sunday. Medium. This is not a medium. This is not a medium. This is not your mother. This is a medium. This is a medium. Do. Another medium. What's this? Fearless. I don't know if that's a Taylor Swift shirt or not. Check out the Taylor Swift decorations in the store. Okay, oh, here's three. Okay, so I got three medium shirts. They're kind of all over the place. There's like punk bands, emo band, and this shirt. I don't know if anybody wants that. Does anybody want a pentagram shirt? Phoebe Bridges. These mediums. Why did I say I have mediums? And then I'm like, where are all the mediums? Here's a Spice Girl shirt. It's a pretty nice one. I might wear it ironically. Oh, mediums. Where this one? Let's get one. I need this to be lowered somehow. Lowered. This one. Covered. All right, I got some mediums. Soil. So I thought I just do a bundle of mediums and see how it goes. This one's a good one. Okay, so if you're come on and you can wear a medium, then you are in luck because I'm going to wholesale these mediums. So you're going to get the Blue October tour shirt. Tour shirt. If the tape sign just was for me writing how much who bought it. This is a 2020. So it's about 6 years old. So you're going to get one medium. Then this is the medium? I don't think so. So you're going to get the Blue October. You're going to get the Taking Back Sunday shirt in a medium. I'm doing a really great bundle of mediums if you're just dropping in. And this Ambretta shirt, which is a medium. I think this is like a small large, if I remember correctly. No, this is a medium. This is a cool shirt. This is the artist. This is his tour. I forgot how you say his name. So you get one, two, three, four medium shirts for $5. How's that? Four medium shirts for $5. I also have that Bratz bundle. Isn't that fun? Why did I do all these? Okay, start auction. So you're gonna get four medium shirts, Blue October, Taking Back Sunday, Amberetta, and this. I forgot how you say his name. This artist's tour shirt. You're gonna get all these shirts, medium shirts for $5. $5 for the shirts. $5 only for the shirts. All these band tees, Taking Back Sunday, Blue October, Ambretta, and this cool artist shirt for $5. Oh, nobody wants mediums. I understand. If anybody changes their mind on the mediums, you just let me know. I also wanted to get into some of the merchandise. I've got a Descendants cup. I really didn't have many punks come in tonight, or a couple metalheads. I have this is a medium. Oh, it says it's a small, but I think this is just small men's. But it's like a medium. Looks more like a medium to me. This Ramstein shirt. We're going to start the auction in a minute for the Ramstein. I need to figure out a way to just hang these like this. And so you can see which one is there. Ugh. I should just go on tomorrow. This one is a good. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. I need to put this one up. Figure a way to hang it. Yeah. Oh, this is official member of the Fun Club. The Fun Club. I could wear this. This would fit me too. That is funny. It's got to be large. 83. Look at that. It's so cute. Isn't that cute? This vintage. I know it's not a band shirt, but look at how cute it is. Holy moly. I got blessed, super blessed, lucky to get this vintage Smurf shirt because it's sweet. And it has no holes, no nothing in it. I need to run some of these magazines or something. Let's see. Oh, here's another medium. Jane's Addiction I put up recently. Well, that's easier. This Darkest Hour shirt. They should just make all band tees in larges as keys. His shirt. Here's another metal shirt. Me. I never even noticed the skull in there. We got those. Some more punk. Big news. Do. I gotta figure out how to hold these shirts better. This is a nice Depeche Mode shirt. And we've got some of these are those $5 $5 bus surprise bundle. So I should just do $5 and you got Metallica 3X. No, no. The last Metallica I had, the only is it metal? I have a Pink Floyd 3X and I have a oh trying to think of which one it was that was metal 3X. Hmm. I think huh, did I sell it? I think the Pink Floyd, it's like a button up. It's something that's like a special that they did. I think that's the only 3X I have right now. It doesn't seem right, but yeah, I just have to make sure that when I buy 3Xs, I can sell them. Right now, I'd rather have 3Xs than mediums. So if you know anybody that needs mediums, I've got a good wholesale, like $5, like 5 mediums, and all pretty decent bands. A lot of like tour shirts. Um, but if you're looking for stuff to sell, let me know. If you're looking for stuff to wear for your collection, let me know. It's a different ball game. A different. Here's another. See, this is a medium, but here's another. Like you're looking to sell. Can you sell mediums? Because I can give you a big deal on mediums in the kind of like emo punk area. 69 Hammer, if you're looking to sell, I can sell you this group of mediums that is a pretty decent group because this one sells on eBay for like 35. But this is so this is a Taking Back Sunday medium. I was gonna do this Blue October medium. This is a punk band Amberetta. It's a cool shirt. None of these, they're all clean and don't have any holes or anything. This is this is an awesome shirt, but Aoki, I think is his name. He's an artist and this is a decent shirt. This is like his tour shirt for I think his art. I think he's a skateboarder too. So I was gonna do those four in a bundle if you're interested in a bundle. Because that's why I'm just trying to clean out these mediums. They're good shirts. They're not shitty shirts. So let me know. I'll put that. If you don't take it, I'll probably put it on. I have some cut shirts. I have to, if anybody knows what to do with cut shirts, like something, I was almost thinking of like putting another t shirt underneath it or some. Do you have for music like Blue October and Taking Back Sunday? Oh, you like the Blue October and Taking Back Sunday is what you're saying. Do you wanna do both for 5? Well, I'm gonna run this Taking Back Sunday, and then they are yours. The Blue October is a cool shirt. Good band, and it's a tour shirt, so it's not, but it's a nice, and there's no holes or stains or anything in any of these. Like I said, this is a great shirt too, Taking Back Sunday. So both of these are the band shirts. So I'm gonna start the auction now if you're ready. And we're gonna do a quick 30 seconds for you to take these two. See this label, this is trash because this is, I don't know, maybe 20 years old. So thank you very much. That's cool that they're getting some good homes because I've had them sitting around. I just, for some reason, just have a hard time selling mediums. And like on the other end, having three X's, you just don't know what. Cool. I'll throw in the little gift for you there. I don't know if you're into it, but next week I do a show. My Mondays are all shows. So I start at 7:45 and then to go to about 10, take a break, and then I come on now. And so both shows I'll have a bunch of flyers that will just be buy it now. But I have like over 500 and something band flyers from back in the day that I've collected. And those are, like Descendants and Black Flag and all that stuff. So if you're interested, bookmark next week. But I thank you very much for that. I'm glad I'm getting, excuse me, rid of some mediums. Mediums. Now I gotta get rid of other size shirts that you can bundle. Yeah, I sure can. How about this? Do you have a buyer for a very nice sweatshirt that has no holes, stains? It's very clean. It's just taking too much room. And I think I've sold it like 4 times. Um, and I was thinking I could do this for 5 and then bundle it with, just wait. What about a this is almost new. This is kind of, see, these are a little out of my wheelhouse, so pass on that. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know how I ended up with it. And then it's just been a pain in my, what do you want? More like, what about like Mac Miller? Yeah, these are the well, they're like medium larges. There's a, this is a large creep creep show. This is a cool shirt. Sometimes, when you buy like a group of t-shirts, you end up with stuff. Well, look at, I ended up with this today, and I am not mad about it. This brand new. This vintage Smurfs official club, and it's so clean. I think it's amazing. It's so cool. I just bought a bunch of like, kind of your Prince and your Beatles and all that, just to have, because there was like a Phoebe Bridges shirt in there, which I thought was really cool. And I didn't even notice there was a Smurf shirt in there, but that was cool. So there's some of the other side. Well, I have a bunch of stuff. It's just kind of what genre. If you tell me what genre, 69 Hammer, then I can make you a bundle. A good bundle. Heck, I sold a Slayer shirt and for 10 is the Creep Show in metal. Okay. I have I'm getting low on the metal, I can tell you that for sure. It has been, I just sell right out of the metal, and I wear some, I wore some of it too. Oops. Metal. You gotta tell if you know anybody that likes punk that got a really great 90s or like a late 90s, early 2000s rancid shirt. Very, very cool. And it's an extra large, so it is a bonus. Let's see. I've got the creep show. I got a new hate breed shirt. Um, what is this? This is let's looking through some of this new stuff real quick. This stuff is very perfectly worn. Oh, do do. Yeah, I gotta stock up on some metal. I just sell right out of it. Wow. I have a Testament shirt, but that shirt, I got this new Stone Temple Pilot shirt, which is a Y2K. Wow. I don't think the other metal I have, like Converge and Darkest Hour, and I have a Kiss shirt, a Meshuggah shirt, Meshuggah, and wow, I'm getting down on the metal. You want something really metal or vinyl? The Kiss is cool. I could bundle it, but I can't bundle it for 5. I could probably bundle it for 15. The Kiss shirt is cool because it's nice and it's awesome because it's got long sleeves and it's just a great, like it's just a comfortable tour shirt. So if you wanted the Kiss and this one, that I could do for 15. Horror shirts, I have this. I could give you this one for free if you take the other two for 15. This is it's a just a it's like an all over print. So you get this one, and this one for 15. If you want, oh, horror stuff. You know, I have horror posters. Um, did you see the horror posters that I have? We can make a bundle with some of those too. The rancid shirt, I'm asking, I think 80. I think 80 is good. I know other people like ask pass on the posters, no problem. I have some what was the the CDs and DVDs. I've been trying to collect some. I got a dashboard confessional. I have this is kind of cool. I have this and it's like dual the wall. So these are like see the DVDs and this. Um concert memorabilia. I'm gonna have the posters and concert posters next week. So much for the Pink Floyds. Um well I guess so I was asking, I think I was doing 10 each, but if you get the other stuff, I'll just throw them in for like 5. Guitar picks, no. No, I have some pins and stuff, but I gave most of them away. Next week is when I'm gonna have more of like stickers and um I look for like, music memorabilia, anything I can get. So if it's good, it sells fast. So, but yeah, definitely check in next week for, some more of that kind of stuff. Guitar picks would be interesting to get because I never thought of that as far as doing but yeah, so just so you know, so I give you this, this, and this for where we at? We're at 15. Yeah, you get all of this for 25 bucks. The Kiss shirt alone. So you get this shirt, the creep shirt, this devil shirt guy, and the two Pink Floyds for 25 bucks. Not a bad deal. If someone started a used guitar pick channel, I never, that's a really good that you guys pick since, wow. So do you buy picks that have the band's name on it? I mean, like the band picks, or how does that work? Because I'm interested. Because I'm sure I could find, I mean, I find lots of, big, like lots, auctions and stuff of music memorabilia. I'm sure, gosh, I never thought about the picks that people collect. That, well, I mean, I guess I know people collect everything, but I have a collection, never sold any. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, plus, yeah, I used to do that too. That's why I got some jackets and, some stuff that I actually sold a jacket. I'm just like, I don't want to talk about it, but I have some, yeah, some things, but I never get thought about the pics. That's cool. That's cool. Well, the deal is here. These two and the three t-shirts for 25. 69 hammer. If you are interested, I will put those there. What bands do you tour with if you're still here, Mr. 69 Hammer? Hi, Randy. Markland. You look like from a distance, because I can't see because I got my glasses, but from a distance, you look like Mike Muir. You look like you're from Suicidal Tendencies or something, because it looks like you're in a wife beater with a not a skull cap, a headband on. I hope that didn't offend you. It's just because I can't see anything. That's funny. And where do you sell them, if I can ask that in here? I think that's for are you talking about the Beshizzle, the guitar picks? Anthrax? Love. Man, you should have all the stuff. I should be buying it from you. Yeah, next I have an Anthrax. Yeah, next week's gonna be I've got an Anthrax flyer from the 80's. I have dang, we should trade. I'll trade you something for an Anthrax, anything. I love that. I loved thrash metal back in the day. Weird Al. I did have a Weird Al shirt once. Yeah, cool. Yeah, send me anything and I'll see about it. I'd love to trade something. Thrash is my fave. Did you see my Testament shirt? I used to have I sold I had a really great I held it forever, an SOD shirt because I wasn't sure, like, it was a little inappropriate at the time. Nice. And So I had an SOD and a slip and a suicidal shirt, and they'd be gone. This is a good one though. This one I like I like Testament. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, this is a good Testament shirt. It's probably, you know, 2000's, but it's got a good image in it. This shirt is extra large. I can measure it too. I have a button up Dickies Cure Testament. That's cool. Um, I was thinking 40. To be honest, I was at 50 or something. But I kind of want you guys to show me some of your stuff too. So if anybody wants me to run it for 40, that's awesome. Yeah, I saw Anthrax. There was do you remember there was um the Testament shirt, I believe, is in the I think you can make an offer on it. I think it's in the store too. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember because I'm old, but there was a MTV Headbangers Ball tour, and Anthrax and uh was it Testament? I don't know, but it was long ago. And I went to that show and it was amazing. That was the only time I saw Anthrax. But I'm a big Run It, Exodus, and Halloween. Was it? Yes, it was Halloween for sure. I remember Exodus. There was that is funny. Yeah, that show was is amazing. I was a little kid, but it was awesome. Uh, do do do. Ooh, this is what I was doing right in the middle there. I'm running the Testament. It's an extra large. There's no pinholes. There's no stains. There's no rips. It's running now. The Testament extra large. Randy Markland. Randy Markland passed for me, but thanks for the offer. Oh, you got it. It's funny when people go to the end. I'm like, "Are you there? I will throw in some little goodies for you." I want to start making yeah that Headbangers Ball tour, but it was so funny that it was a MTV tour, you know. But back in the day, well, 120 minutes was like I went from Headbangers Ball to 120 minutes. Actually, I'll put this in a bag for you. I'm trying to think if I can. Where'd you go, Randy Markland? I'm trying to think of something I could throw. I can throw in there for you. Like I said, I have really, except for the oh, I did sell the Mastodon. I have another. Yes, I do have lots of extra larges that's not in the store. I don't think that Let me see here. I'm gonna run off some extra larges. This I have a Loveless of My Bloody Valentine extra large. I have a Beastie Boys extra large. I have a Naked Ray Gun extra large. Mastodon sweatshirt. Another. I have a Jimi Hendrix extra large. I could do a really good deal. It's a liquid blue shirt. I have a Nirvana extra 2X. That, and I have a Churches 2X. Yeah, I see too. Now, if you're a collector bishizzle, did I say that right? I have a Jimi Hendrix 80's single stitch shirt that's fantastic, but I think it's in the store. So this is the this one. This is the liquid blue. It's actually 2X. Well, I guess that would be extra large, wouldn't it? Yeah, you probably have to shrink it. If you're a collector, like I said, that other Jimi Hendrix is a good one. And I think I kept running at trying like on eBay and stuff and couldn't get the big one. I'd do it for 10. I could do that Jimi Hendrix one for 10. The one that is the single stitch one, yeah, that one I thought I was up at 2, went to 150. Now I think I'm at 100. I think it's the coolest shirt. It's a really cool image of Jimmy, and it's an older shirt, but I'd take if no one wants it. I don't think that. Yeah, this one. I think this is a great image too. Okay. You guys are so polite. Yeah, see the 80's Jimi Hendrix in the Buy It Now. This one. I do have some cool little collectibles and stuff too. I'm just trying to find. Here we go. That's for this one. I may dye it. Oh, I know. I'll show you after this one. I'll show you the quicksand shirt I bought, thinking, oh, this is so cool because it's so different. It was white, and now I'm selling it because I just can't do the white. This is clean as a whistle. Nobody's worn it, I don't believe. I don't know if this is the one. Oh, thank you for your first purchase. I was in competition with Faded earlier, and that was it was I was just like, I'm doomed. They had like 400 and something people in their show selling like hardcore stuff too. And I was like, it was like a Gorilla Biscuit shirt, and I was like, I'm doomed. I appreciate it. So hopefully my stickers and stuff will get in there before before I ship these out, probably on Wednesday. I think dyeing it would be awesome. Texas. I'm in Austin area. What was that one I was just oh, this one. So I love quicksand, as I guess you can tell, and like New York hardcore. But I bought this at the show thinking, oh, this is cool. It's different. and my daughter was into wolves for some reason, so I was like, "Oh, maybe she'll like this." More southeast, south. Oh, you're in, are you up north? Are you in, what am I thinking? Are you the Midwest? Bishizzle? But isn't that like now I'm selling it, this quicksand shirt, because I just don't the whites. It's the white. But dyeing it, maybe if the dyeing works well, you gotta come back and tell me. Because I thought about I've got a couple old, like I've got an old Bjork shirt and it's faded. And I thought about maybe dyeing it black to get some of it, like the color back in it. Yes. Where are you from? Everybody, I always asked that before. I was like, "Where's everybody from?" Nobody wants to answer. They think I'm gonna stalk them or something. Oh, you're in Southeast Texas. Oh, I thought you meant like, oh, Texas also more so. I'm such a dummy. It's my eyes. Look at my eyes. They're so red. I was having malfunctions earlier. My phone was just being weird and my light went out and all that stuff. I'm in the Southeast. Like Corpus Christi area? That's Southeast? No shit, I'm from Chicago. You know what? I put together a Chicago bundle. You want to see something awesome? So I put this Chicago bundle together and I thought it was so I thought it was gonna be because I thought I wanted to sell my Blackhawks jersey, but I don't know. But check this out. Okay, a a virtual prize. No. The satisfaction in knowing you're awesome is the prize if you can guess what movie this is from. Come on, type faster. What movie is this from? What movie is this from, Jax? Must be a delay because you guys got to know this. I'm asking what movie the Sausage King of Chicago is from. And this shirt is amazing. So I was going to do a Chicago bundle with this shirt, a Cubs World Series shirt, and a Blackhawks jersey. But I didn't know. I don't know. Nobody put it on there. I'm gonna spoil it if maybe the phone's not working. What movie is this fun, guys? I give you a hint. Uh, it was filmed in Chicago. It was a John Hughes movie, and Jessica, what movie is this from? Nobody's answering. It was a John Hughes movie. Bueller. Of course it was Ferris Day or now I can't even think of Ferris Bueller. Isn't this cool? Like, where would you find this shirt? I mean, and it's the maker of the shirt. I just noticed is called Local Pride by Tom Schneider. I was gonna look it up because I'm like, who? This has got to be a limited run or something. But so this I found this in a thrift store randomly in Texas. But so yeah, I was gonna do that and the World Cubs World Series shirt and yes, I was. I was very deep in Chicago. I was at Fireside mostly, and then went to Metro a lot. Um, Unfortunately, a lot of the other places are closed now. Thirsty Whale. Thirsty Whale was the first introduction to Thirsty Whale was my friends brought back tickets to Thirsty Whale because I was more like a thrash metal type bar that where they had to sell, so it was like pay to play in a way. And it was my first kind of experience in like this pay to play club. The double door. I used to work at the exit. I have an exit jacket, but I don't know. I might have lost it in the divorce. I'm hoping to get it back. Yeah, I worked at the exit. I was a DJ at exit, and I DJ'd on Wednesday and Saturdays and Sundays, and I DJ'd uh downstairs indie rock, punk, metal, hardcore, and I threw in hip hop because I was a dancing queen at the time. And then on Saturdays, oh, not, I'm not Saturday, Sundays. Sundays, I was upstairs doing like alternative, The Cure, Depeche Mode, dancey stuff. So yeah, I was very much, I dressed in, probably dressed and look exactly the same. Actually, it's funny because I think the one picture that I have of me DJing at Exit, I have like a sweatshirt on and I don't think I have a hat on, but so yeah, Chicago is my heart right here. And it's funny because my daughter was born there, but she moved to Texas. We moved to Texas when she was 3, 2, and she acts like, she just has it that she's from Chicago. It's just funny. But she's in San Antonio now. She's really involved in the scene in San Antonio. Quick change. Why does that sounds kind of familiar. But I grew up in the burbs, went to college, then came back and then lived in Chicago. So I was more in Chicago city, the 90's, 95 to 2003. I was downtown Chicago. Before that, I was always in the burbs going to there was a club, called oh, it's where I first saw Green Day before they got big, Tinley Park area. Yeah, I know that area pretty well. Yeah, I lived in, there was a bunch of bands, punk bands that came up from, like, it's gonna sound like Crystal Lake, McHenry County, um, like, there's just some big punk bands that came from there. I never heard of the Griswold. I didn't. I was trying to sell oh, maybe I did sell it. I was like, I have a pretty, uh, local band shirt that's pretty cool. Johnny Vomit, yes. Yeah, I heard of them. Um, we used to go see oh, what was the name? Shoot, how can I not remember? Screeching Weasel. We used to go see Screeching Weasel all the time. Yeah. Yeah, those were a little I think, metal at the time than I was into. My metal days were before I started going to music. Yeah, thrash. Thrash is where I really, because I really didn't get into the metal, but it was just like Metallica and, like Metallica, Anthrax, Testament, um, I'm trying to think of some more. Those just yeah, those just kinda led me into, in a way, punk. because I was listening to there was this radio station in Chicago that I got in the suburbs, and it would play like that, and then it played, um, I am an antichrist, I am an anarchist. It played, shit, not the remote, I think that's it, but it played some punk stuff. It played Dead Kennedys, it played, uh I can't think what's one of the biggest punk bands that was in the England. What am I thinking? It played Social Distortion. But yeah, so it was like this mix, and I loved that it was kinda but SOD and MOD, those bands really, like, they had that, you know, that you could feel that verge that where the punk was there, you know? And so that's where yeah, I love that. And then I went into punk and then went through all of those things. And then I heard the same record store that I found Jane's Addiction. I found a 7-inch quicksand and then I got real big in, well, I knew Gorilla Biscuits and then I got real big into like New York hardcore because of like I love double bass, like double bass drum. And I think it was just because I was a dancer for a while, and I think that's what it is. It's just that groove, you know? They all kinda had this groove. Anyways anyways, I need some social distort I am getting a plethora, a whole bunch of new shirts coming in. Um, I realize I sold pretty much sold out of all my metal, pretty much all the metal, but I was hoping there was gonna be some more hardcore. This Tear sweatshirt. Oh, no shit, that's awesome. What a great song to hear, like, in that environment, though. I said I have a, Jane's Addiction shirt. Um, I say I have a love-hate relationship. They were in my top 5, and now Perry Farrell kinda I don't know what if I don't know. I guess still love them just for what they did for I mean, you can't listen to that record and not feel creative, you know? Like, I used to put that record on when that Tool, I used to put that record on when I was gonna paint. Dude, there weren't just mannequins hanging around the bar. I was in this band, and I took this guy to the exit for the first time, and this is anybody that's underage, this is gonna be a little X-rated, but there was some motorcycles in the back. If you go back to go upstairs, there's some motorcycles. Yeah, and then so there was there was a girl there, and I guess she was having fun, and he was just like shocked. I didn't even notice because girls were doing shit all the time. But and then I took my sister there because our family was somewhere else and for Christmas, and I had to DJ, I think. And she's looking and she's just like, it's Christmas Eve and there's like porn on the TV. It's like, oh, it was just, yeah, it was great. I was so sad to hear that they tore it or they shut it down. And even to hear that it ended up in like I'm gonna try to take this down. Hi, Susu. We're talking. Oh, it fell. Well, hello. Whoa. See, my phone has been, look at that. My phone has been ridiculous the whole night long. I don't understand. I don't know. Anybody? Green Day. I'm gonna put this back up here. I don't have a light on, so we're gonna have to deal. Okay, I'm in the dark. But anybody else have an apple? Oh, look at that. Ooh. Anybody else have an apple that just all of a sudden started to overheat? Ooh, look, it's dark. Go for 41. Hello, 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 guys. Look in the store because I've got a lot of music memorabilia. That's fun. Going $3. Yeah. You know, I didn't see that I would have loved to see, and it's kind of like in a different realm, but I would have loved to see Verka Salt in Chicago because I was at that time I was so discouraged because there was no females represented in like the punk and hardcore scene. And I know they weren't either one, but they're like they made some they made some good music. Hello. I scared everybody away. MX Rule Mix. Castaneda. Well, hi guys. I have some items in the shop and it's 12. I'll probably hit there about 12:30. You might laugh, but I toured with the 80s band from Palatine called Survivor. S- Survivor was from Palatine. I used to live in Palatine, which is funny. I went to elementary school in Palatine, Lake Louise Elementary. You know, if it gets brownie points, because Lake Louise Elementary School in Palatine is where I lived. I never knew Survivor. I knew Survivor. Eye of the Tiger, right? That's Survivor. Lived in It was from Palatine. That's funny. That is funny. I was Frankie's one of the founding members. Wow. When I lived in Palatine, I'm sure it's like nothing like it was. I lived off kind of like two main streets, but it was when I was little. I lived there when we had that really big, like huge storm, the snowstorm. The snow went up to the roof of my house in Palatine. Hello, anyone that's in here. If you would like to, yeah, the 79 Blizzard, yeah. If you would like to purchase anything, I am open to any offers on any items. So I got about 15 more minutes and I can show you anything you would like to look at. If you're a collector, I've got a pretty decent Rancid shirt, which is a nice big size. I've got a couple great sweatshirts from like hardcore and kind of noise. I've got that botch sweatshirt. Um, I have a cool Darkest Hour shirt, um, but it's kind of small. And a good old Beastie Boys shirt. We've got some Pixies. I've got a great Depeche Mode shirt. Next week, everybody, make sure you bookmark this show. I have this show and the one before it, and I'm going to have a lot of flyers put in for sale. Um, not, pretty cheap. Shut up. You did not. If you did, that's so funny. But yeah, I'll have a bunch of punk and I've got DRI, Black Flag, Bad Brains, um, Bad Religion, Danzig, Misfits. So I've got a bunch of flyers that are gonna come in. They're in my computer. I bought Shut up. I'll show you something. It's funny. Um, we're easy because here it is. This I bought when they came to Chicago, and I love them. This Darkest Hour shirt is awesome. I loved it. I wore it a lot. It's on a Delta tie. Yeah. Isn't that a blast from the past? I love this shirt. It's weird because it says it's a small, but I mean, back in the day I was small, but this is a little bit bigger. I love As I Lay. Yeah, those are great bands. Those are more what I was into after I got out of the punk pop punk phase. Yes, Bishizzle, 69 Hammer, Caitlin, um, everyone next week. So I've collected about 500 and something flyers from punk flyers, and they're out mostly from the 80's and early 90's. And they're Pantera's in there from a metal, like I said, DRI, some Anthrax, and then you got the other side that's like, Bad Religion, Bad Brains, some hardcore. What size? They're going to be no, I don't think so. But these are from all over. I've like either it's like a community that collects and trades flyers. So some were mine, most were not. And then they've been scanned in and fixed up a little bit, not much, but they're just great. So I'm gonna figure a way to maybe sell no, they're like flyers. 8 by 10, what is that, 8 by 10? No, 8.5 by 11. Whatever a regular sheet is, a sheet of paper. That's what size they are. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I bet I'd like that band. No, Bishizzle, they're gonna be so when I send them to you, they're most likely gonna be in those. I have some left, but like the the envelopes that are hard, like cardboard, pumpkin yeah, and so like cardboard, and then like for your comic books. So I'm thinking either I'll do bundles or singles. I think it'd be kind of stupid sending a single piece of paper back. So maybe bundles of like different of like same bands or different I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to get them. I already sent them over to the printer. So I'm getting some printing out. Yeah, I think so. Especially with like so I think what I'm gonna do is just probably put them in the buy it nows, and then that way maybe like a bundle of like 4, different flyers, and just like to cover cover my costs and stuff, but yeah, I think that'll be fun. Because 'cause I'll probably just do like I said, I'll probably only print like 40 at a time. So hi, Chris. Because listing 40 on there is gonna be a bitch, but I have a week to do it. And I also can show some too, and we can just put them in envelopes in front of you and send them out. Yeah, maybe. I know there's like I said, one of the best shows I ever saw was just because the lineup was really great. It was Bad Religion and Shelter and Quicksand and All. It was either Descendants or All. And it was just great at that time. It was when I first really started getting into like harder or like hardcore music and stuff, and to see them, it was great. Uh-huh. Now you're getting out of my wheelhouse, 69 Hammer. Yeah, the glam era, not into it. My ex-husband was totally like started he played bass with like glam hair bands, but he was more like that skater dude with long hair. But the glam era, yeah, not into it. Yeah, I don't even think what before metal, it was just, your random kid stuff. Like, I don't know what I listened to be honest. But if anybody wants me to run anything or take a look at anything, I didn't even get to show my awesome Terror sweatshirt. I also have a really nice that I got from the band because I worked with them a little bit. A zipper up hoodie, a Mastodon zipper up hoodie. That's pretty cool. I don't think you can get any more. So I got that. I'm trying to do, if anyone wants to help or go into it, I'm trying to find and do a show that's going to be because I realized I, how I don't have a lot of female rock bands in my collection here to sell. And that kind of bugs me a little bit. So I'm trying to, I went and bought, yeah, L7. So I ordered an L7, a whole, because you can't get those anymore. Because if you find them, they're 400 bucks. So they're going to have to be, they're just new printed, but they're cool, like a different image. So you feel like you're getting something different than just like the standard. No shit. That is awesome. Oak Lawn, yeah. I'm definitely familiar with Oak Lawn and Berwyn, and I have a lot of family. Polish. My Polish side is from that side. We've been intermittently talking Chicago, so it's, um, but oh, the female stuff. So Julian Hatfield, um, Bikini Kill, who else? Just a lot of just trying to get Fiona Apple, um, just getting some female t-shirts represented and here and bands and ladies from that 90s era. Yeah, female Apple shirt. I've had one before, but I'm gonna order another one. It will be a copy. I mean, it'll be a new print. So it won't be vintage because I can't find a vintage one or even one that's like not vintage. So I'm gonna have printed some cool um different, so they'll only be like a little markup from cost. So probably I'm thinking that I think each shirt I get, I think I've got to pay about 30 bucks each. So they'll probably be between like 40 and 50 bucks for the new shirts. But I'm going to advertise. So it won't be next week because next week is going to be the flyers when I bring in all the flyers. And I should have more. I have had random shirts that ordered that I found that I'm going to get. And I think there's a Haley Williams shirt that I just got. That one's copy sounds cheap. Yeah, because do you guys, I mean, I want to wear a Fiona Apple shirt, but I can't pay 500 bucks for one. So that's kind of where we're at. And I don't want to cheapen like Hot Topic or something like that and but even those are still 40, 50 bucks. So I thought that if I get some that have kind of a cool image that you don't see often because I do have I not only do I have I actually made this really cool, there's a Fugazi flyer that I have, and I made a all over print sweatshirt, and it turned out really good. And I'm thinking that I'll probably bring some of my own stuff into. And the sweatshirts I could sell for 40 bucks and they're great. So yeah, I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be to find. I searched, like I sat in eBay for hours scrolling vintage shirts, and I could not find, I mean, it was rare that I found one, um, maybe someone's got a Madonna, but like I said, something that's not, 100 bucks or more. So anyway, so those are some things to look forward to. We'll have the flyers next week. I'm going to put together that woman show of just awesome women artists from the 90's, most likely just the 90's and 2000's, because like I said, I've got a Phoebe Bridges shirt, which I really like her. We got the Haley Williams. I think it's a Paramore shirt, but it sounds like, I think it's a Haley Williams or Paramore shirt. I can't remember, but I picked that one out. I believe there's an L7 shirt in there, which would be an older one, but not, I don't know. All I know is I'm looking for it. So anyone that has, uh, well, if you have them, then you keep them. Okay, that was dumb. But yeah, so we should have some stickers, some flyers next week. And remember, the flyers are going to be the Misfit shirt. I have an ultimate Misfit shirt. So if you're a collector, I can show it to you. Otherwise, it's in the shop. And the Misfit shirt is I don't know if it's what kind of bootleg it is, but it's definitely an older shirt. And you can't find that image anywhere. Um, so saying all that, you'd say expensive, but I was asking just, I think, a couple hundred for it. But take a picture, like do a screenshot of the Misfits picture in my shop and try to find that. Like do a Google search or whatever. You can't find that shirt anywhere. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's what I've got, kind of those obscure stuff. Like I had this Wolf Alice shirt forever. And it's funny because I finally sold it. The guy today told me that he got it. He said he gave it to his friend or girlfriend, and it was like they were so happy. And then that day, a couple hours later, a guy came in. He goes, "Do you still have that Wolf Alice shirt?" And I was just like, "No." So I have some obscure shirts. Like I have I don't know if you know, um, excuse me, craft work, like an old, like a craft work shirt, some stuff from like that, just yeah, I've got some obscure stuff. Yeah. If you are Oliver Brie, if you were talking about the Kraftwerk shirt, you can have it for 5 bucks. It's a large, but yeah, it's hard to like these random, like obscure things that I have. It's like one person comes in. So it's I like having the obscure things, but then you've got to also be able to sell stuff. 69 Hammer. I have some vinyl. Um I really don't sell my vinyl, but the Lunatics, there you go. I wear a medium, unfortunately. Thanks for offering. One of the artists I thought of for your 90s tribute to the Lunatics. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go through like messages of people that give me like the breeders. I used to love throwing muses. Um, I'm trying to think of some more of like the heavier bands. I really liked Slater Kinney. Like I said, all the Bikini Kill label stuff. I'm from Chicago, so I absolutely love. Oh, you saw the Muse in LA? Nice. I unfortunately saw the Throwing Muses when they didn't when Tanya Donnelly was not touring with them, and I was kind of bummed about that because I love Belly too. Tanya Donnelly. I think that movie or that now I can't think of it, but on Throwing Ramona, I think it's like the sixth song is one of my in my top 5 all-time favorite songs. Lies, lies, eh. I can't think of the name. I have the song in my head. I can't think of the name. But yeah. No, that's great. Yeah. So this is it's in the works. It's gonna be oh nice. Yeah, I watched a Tanya Don I watched Belly like on I think YouTube or something. And because they're recently touring. And I thought that was fun. Also, I really liked well, I really was a fan of Juliana Hatfield back in the day because of Blake Babies. And then I thought Hatfield 3 was the best record that she did for me. But yeah, so all female show is in the works. You guys next week on this I always do Mondays pretty much. I do 7:45 Central Time to about 10 and then take a break, go eat, and then come back around 11:15 or something. And then I've got music memorabilia. So this is usually when I show it. I have some signatures. I've got a CD erasure. I've got their signatures on the CD. I've got a Cure uh yeah, I'm sure like a their whatever, you know, the Cure thing. In DVD. I do have a couple records that are I have this weird and I don't know if any record people are in here, but when I bought a music memorabilia lot, I got a what's his name? Actually, I just sold one of these records, this double LP, but I got this Alice Cooper record and from inside Alice Cooper and it looks like 1978, which is crazy. So, but the funny thing is, it doesn't have, look at this. It's brand new, like never been played, like it's perfect condition, but it's just this. There's no cover. So I don't know what really I do with this. That's why I have a Devo insert, which is amazing, which I think is so cool. I love Devo. But I have this insert and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna put this for sale because I bet somebody has the record and doesn't have the insert. Doesn't have that. No, it's brand new because you can see, like, never been played. It looks like this is because it's got the mark on it, 1978, but there's no outer jacket. Weird, huh? So that's what you get when you get like auction lots, just for, so this is from the inside and it's brand new. But so do I maybe try to find the outer jacket? Do I sell it just like this? 69 hammer. I have questions. Probably lost or destroyed. Yeah, I guess. It's just funny because this is like so crispy. The record's crispy. It's just funny. I don't even know. I didn't even look up. I don't even know what these go for. But it would be interesting. I would be, yeah, I'm gonna say, how do you find the outer jacket? I think it's a lot fun. It's a lot easier to find like that Devo insert. I think it's gonna be people are gonna have the the Devo record and need the insert than have the but the only other records that I have here that I got is this Bee Gees live double album. I was These are just the one my daughter had. I don't sell my records. These are just records that I was kind of gifted. This one looks pretty good. This is George Carlin. Uh what's the name of the record? I'll look real quick. Oh, it's called From the Inside by Alice Cooper. It says 1978, I believe, in there. So here's George Carlin, if anyone's interested in some comedy ones. These two were kind of the reverse. So this is a soundtrack, I think, to the Broadway movies, but it is colored vinyl. Looks like never been played, but it also looks like the inserts in there, but there's only one record. So these were all just selling really cheap. I just sold like this album. I'm kind of thinking about keeping because I actually do like Ryan Adams. So here's a Ryan Adams. This looks like it was a double LP too, and one of the records is missing. This is 2015. But I figure if someone wants these for cheap, though, they won't mind one record, you know? But I do have an Elvis 7-inch, that Ringo Starr 7-inch. And hello. And we're talking about the music memorabilia right now. If you look in the shop and there's any shirts you want me to show you, I will. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure there's a way you can message me. Maybe I'll try to grab that sleeve. I don't even if the record's worth it, you know. If it's not worth it, then probably just sell it as is. I don't know what did you know what the record is worth kind of new open. Buy it, switch your album with the scratch one, sell it for 40 or 60. That's better. 40, 60. Because I have basically nothing in these records. They just they came with probably something I was, just like a big lot of something for, and I already made my money back. So these records are just kind of, huh. Yeah, that's interesting. I wouldn't have, you found it so fast too. The scratch record with the outer sleeve, as long as the outer sleeve is nice. Hey, if best offer like $5, $8, depending on shipping. Shipping's killing me. Shipping's killing everybody. Y'all could be like buying so much more if you didn't have to pay so much for shipping. That's why I do like this deal with It was 4.95. Nice. That's why I like this deal with what is this whatnot, because I like that you can do the all box, the large priority boxes for 9 bucks. I think that's pretty reasonable. I wanted to get this sweatshirt from this guy on eBay, and the sweatshirt reason it was, right for what it was, but then the shipping was gonna be like 15 bucks. And I was like, I ship all the time. A sweatshirt's not 15 bucks, but I don't know. So it just kind of bugs me that shipping has kind of taken over to, you know, I didn't know you sell on Whatnot. That is funny. Yeah, I'll definitely mark yours, try to check your shows. I'm gonna go to tomorrow. I have a friend that we both have a autoimmune condition, and she has been having a hard day, and we're gonna try to go to the YMCA and see if we can go swimming there. So I don't know what time. Oh, mountain time. Mountain time. 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. Look at my there's that Hendrix shirt. I'm gonna find the right buyer for that Hendrix shirt right there. Single stitch. The back of it is amazing. Got that Stooges shirt right there. And that's the Misfit shirt, if anyone was interested. There. I should have been like this the whole night. What was I doing? Y'all have to check your show, 69 Hammer. If I don't get this tomorrow, then I'll check another one, because I'm always interested in how people do their shows, because I am just a ADHD mess with and trying to gain some kind of um gain coffee and vinyl with JB and Greg. That's the key. The key is to have a partner. And I have one, but he's the one that does that leather stuff that's in my store. And I was like, you need to come on with me. And because it's just hard doing this by yourself, you know? And also, I was noticing, like, the whole show, I was like, my face was like this because I have to be close to my damn phone, you know? And I'm like, it's like, that looks so dumb, but I have to be close to the phone. So I'm interested on how other people do it. I definitely need, what do you sell real quick? I know I'm keeping you long, but I think we're the only ones in here. 69 Hammer, what do you sell? We we're the OGs of the vinyl selling. We run games and start every vinyl at 5 bucks. Nice. So did I bore you tonight? I didn't do any games. Guess which hand? You win a prize. I don't know. Yeah, I said that they said that half of this is like you're entertaining. And I'm like, I'm entertaining. What does that mean? I don't want to entertain. I just it's yeah. So I think doing it by yourself is hard. Whether it's worth 500 bucks or 10, we start everything at 5. Well, that's awesome. And that is definitely where you need to be. Unfortunately, I'm not there yet. Do blind bidding at different times. I kind of was thinking about that. Then also the thing is I'm sure now that I'm finding out about you, that I'm sure you guys have a big following. So when you only have 3 or 4 people, it's kinda hard hard because 'cause I'm not even having people bidding against each other. A stutter dud. Nice. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out because, it seems like you're in the whatnot sweet spot right there, where I am a newbie that is just hoping to hang on and hopefully find, yeah. How do you make fun of people when you can't see them? That's what I wanna know. Besides the name. But yeah, I'm too new to make fun of anybody. Only thing I end up doing is I say their name wrong and I'm like, explicit language. Nice. Hello. Welcome in. We're just having a late night chat, talking about some music. And take a look at the shop because I've run through a bunch of things and I still have um some of the collector items. I will. Just don't make fun of me. Don't be like, she had a lame show. I'll get shit together. No, like I said, it's hard to be. Oh, nice. Don't make fun of me. Yeah, it's hard to be. It's more. It's easier. I did one show with my friend, and it was a lot easier to tell. Be funny and joking and stuff when there's somebody else there. Because especially when you don't have, like you have, like, nobody in in the store or the thing, or you have 2 people or 3 people, and you just feel like you're talking to yourself. Oh, that's cool. Well, check this out, 69 maybe I'll have to give you my email or something because talking about podcasts, I had done a line of old horror movie, like classic monsters and stuff, and I did a run of like t-shirts from the posters and some of the older things. And this guy they have a podcast that's all about horror movies. And so I'm trying to I want to tie in some of my like clothing into another like my oddities and stuff because I want to do we're supposed to do an oddities convention this year. That's kind of been the goal. So I'm hoping that I can kind of transition. That's why I've canceled a couple of those. Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. I made these yeah, you'll have to see some of the like the all over prints are awesome, but for now I got a good way to or I've got a good manufacturer that can get me. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, probably just get your email and that way I can show you some pictures or something. Or you can go to I have my Instagram is also Printful Artifact too. But yeah, I'm getting like slowly trying to figure out focus. This is like focus because this is my heart. Music is my heart. So um but also being creative is something I need to continue to do and or I feel dead inside. Bleh. Anyways, oh no, my shit, it's almost 1 o'clock. No wonder. I made a big mess here. I am not cleaning up tonight, but I'll message it now to you. Okay, cool. Well, I think it's just you and me, so I'm gonna get off here and go recoup and leave this mess for tomorrow and hopefully go swimming. And yeah, I'll check in. I'll put a bookmark on your show and stuff and see. And hopefully we'll, I don't know, talk later. Cool. All right. Good night, sir. I'm assuming you're a sir. I don't know. Okay. Are you a sir? Oh, I always just like assume people are like man or women, and then sometimes it's wrong. Sometimes it's not right. Gotcha. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.